Okay. Hi everyone. Today we're going to go over the chain rule. What is the chain rule? The chain rule for all values of x for which the derivative is defined is h of x is equal to g of x to the n. Then the derivative of h of x, if that's the case, is going to be n times g of x n minus 1 g prime of x. Okay, so n is going to be a number and g of x is going to be a function. So what are we going to do if there is a function within a function? Well, that's what the chain rule is for. And today we're going to go over some examples, and I'm probably just going to give some advice, which is just really just practice. Practice is so important. If you're in college or if you're like still in high school, ask your teacher, ask your professors, go to office hours, etc. They probably want to help you. Okay, so we're going to do one example. Let's do an easy one first. Find the derivative of h of x if it is 2x cubed plus 2x minus 1 to the 4th power. So let's go ahead and write that down. Oops, wrong app. Okay. So the product rule states that the derivative of h of x is going to be n times g of x n minus 1 times g prime of x. Okay. So look at this setup here. What's going to be our n? Well, n is going to be 4. That is the exponent at the top. Then our g of x is going to be this whole function here. And what's g prime of x? Well, g prime of x is going to be 6x squared plus 2. Great. Now that we know all of our given information, we can solve for h prime of x. And h prime of x is going to be 4 times our g of x stays the same, 2x cubed plus 2x minus 1. And then it's going to be n minus 1, which is 3, times the derivative of g of x, which is going to be 2x squared plus 2. And this is going to be your final answer. Obviously, you can simplify, but I'm not going to do that. Cool. Let's move on. My goodness. Okay. Here's another example. Let's find the derivative of h of x when it's equal to sine x cubed. Okay. So I know this looks kind of scary, but it's not. So we're just going to go ahead and start. Okay. Another way you can rewrite this would be okay. So let's treat sine like it's just a number. Like let's call it b. So then it'd look like b cubed. And what's the derivative of a cube? 3b squared, right? Right. And let's just write that b is equal to sine x. Okay. So our first thing is going to be 3b squared. However, there is a function inside the sine x. So what is the derivative inside of it? One way that you can rewrite this x is that it's 1x. And what's the derivative of that? Well, the derivative of 1x is just 1, right? So technically it'd be times the derivative of, oops. B. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. That's not right. If b is sine x, what is the derivative of sine x? The derivative of sine x is cosine x. Therefore, our correct answer would be h prime of x is equal to 3 sine 2x times cosine x. There we go. That's the correct answer. Okay. And then I think that's all the time that we have for today. But really quick, here is a table of using the chain rule with trig functions. Again, practice. With practice, it will digest better in your mind, and it should be easier as you keep progressing. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.